Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna be dealing with the discussion of a book review. A book review will be one of your performance tasks in literary class or any English class or language class that will be utilized as one of the performance tasks. So let's proceed. So what do you mean by book review? Book review is basically more of this is a kind of performance task that you try to review a certain book or a certain literary that helps you engage with conversation with the author. So basically, you try to present what the author would like to tell about the audience, and at the same time, you try to literally critically analyze what is stated in the book or what is stated by the author. So this involves providing informed and thoughtful evaluation of a book's strengths and weaknesses and of course the overall artistic value, and also you try to look into the goodness and the other side of the literary book. And of course it's not just basically more of giving only a summary, but you try to put into your personal opinion what is about the book, and through of course formal evidences, trying to analyze it with a different context, like what we have discussed in terms of when you try to come up with a critical analysis of a certain text. So a book review provide insights and provoke thoughtful discussion among readers. So that's according to Salman Rushdie. So let's proceed. So how are we going to write a book review? So we're about to come up with a book review by the following steps. Of course, you need to read the book carefully from side to side and all. So when you try to read the book carefully, you try not only talk about the elements of the story itself, but you try to look into what are the strengths and weaknesses of what is all about and how you try to connect it one another. So after that one, when you try to read about it already, you need to provide a brief summary of it. You express your opinion through the summary or through the context on how the author presented it, and then after that one you try to discuss the writing style of the author, um, using the figures of speech or figurative languages, or the style of the author in terms of how he wrote the text and all. And then after that one you try to analyze the characters, evaluate the plot and structure that would talk about the elements of the story itself. So trying to look into the style being utilized by the author. So analyzing the characters, the individual differences of the characters, the distinctive qualities of the characters, the plot and structure, the type of plot being utilized by the author, how it becomes in an interesting plot. Presenting an interesting plot and also a different structure from the eyes of the readers. And also, you try to look into the themes and messages of it, how you try to correlate it with the societal context. And then, after that one, you try to support it with points and evidences coming from a different author or coming from a different story or coming from a different point of view. So after that one, you try to look into being constructive in giving your opinion. So it may sound that you are trying to present a personal opinion, but it should be constructive in a way that how can the author or audience will read the text, the literary text or the story itself, or how can the author improve on the type of writing she possess into the text, and also what highlighted style being utilized by the author into the book review. So you try to be constructive in terms of giving your opinions, and then after that one, you need to also look at the and consider the target audience being utilized by the author, because you try to look into the choice of words being utilized. And after that one, you try to look into your conclusion and already and recommendation. So what do you mean by conclusion? You try to figure out already what is the literary text all about, what is your opinion about it, and what is your recommendation. So being constructive is analyzing it, considering the target audience is through your analysis, does it connote and does it correlate with the target audience. And of course the conclusion and recommendation is the totality analysis of your opinion, and at the same time the cross-checking of information and evidences, not just basically your personal opinion. So that would be all for the book review. So there are different examples of book review. However, we could come up already with a book review having an AI, but when you are about to come up with really a good book review, and you try to, I mean, make a competence in terms of writing, you need to follow, I mean, that steps in terms of book review. Next time for my next review, I'll be presenting to you the parts of a book review. So I would like to end the discussion of book review with the following quote: writing a book review is like opening a door to a conversation with the author, where your words become part of the ongoing dialogue between readers and storytellers. So I guess that would be all, everyone, and have a nice day.